What's going on, guys? Figured I'd give a quick update on what's going on here. Putting this thing together. So, I got a nice, how heavy is this? I got a 45-pound toolbox from Jeff Bush today. So, this might be interesting for everybody to see. Opened up. I'm gonna pop this open. I got some duct tape or electrical tape. I'm hoping this is what I think it is. Oh, we actually have plastic zip ties. All right. Wow, am I being ridiculous? Why won't this open? There we go. What's in the treasure chest? Oh yes. Oh yes. Free packing material for the next order. Beautiful. Alright. Guess it included the DeWalt toolbox. Nice. Alright. 300M output shaft. Fully rebuilt. Got one of Jeff's braces on it. Oh, that's heavy, but nice. Hopefully that'll keep this thing from breaking so often. I've got the DSS 3.5-inch drive shaft that's over in the other room. I've got the 4 axles. And now Nelson came over last Thursday. We put this trans together. It got another Kigley 6-disc front clutch. That's what got wiped out last year. Looks like the you got to see this thing. I'm going to see if I can get the camera to lock in on this. But basically we got, this is the rear clutch basket, and this center hub goes into the third gear, the front clutch. So last year I had the Kigley 6-disc as well, and I don't know if we had an assembly error or I don't know, there's like 18 different things you can screw up when putting these trans together. Maybe we didn't line up the missing teeth in the clutch pack when we were putting it together in the front clutch basket. But we basically overheated the third gear so bad that it warped the steels. The steels are all, I mean, this thing looks like a Marcel clutch or a Bellevue spring now. And I mean, this thing is black. You probably can't really tell on the video, but nasty. And the insides of the discs are like wiped out. There's no friction material on the discs at all. Where the discs ride down on this is just all ground up at the end. So this hub's wasted. Also looks like it has a tiny little, is this the one that was cracked? Yeah, there's a little tiny crack in the center. I guess this is a common thing too, but this is the second of these rear clutch or front clutch hub, rear clutch basket that I've wiped out since I've been running this car. So we put this trans together with just another Kigley 6-disc. I ordered another of these TransLab shift kits from IPT. He's in New Jersey, so the stuff comes real fast. We're not sure if this valve body that's been in this trans the whole time that I've had the car, could be something not right with this, who knows, wrong spring, wrong ball, hole drilled the wrong spot. So I'm going to take another valve body and do the shift kit completely from scratch, just so I can know it's done right. And then I actually got to get another, I don't know what the deal with this is, but got another one of these filters that's only one input. And I see on like Kigley's site, everybody on the internet says you're supposed to be using the all metal filter that's got an inlet on the top and the bottom. This one's only got the bottom inlet. When I was talking back and forth with Jeff about the transfer cases and whatnot, he said that you don't want to use this filter. So, and this filter could possibly be causing some of my problems. So I need another filter before I can put this back together. I literally have like 3 of these plastic ones. So I need that. I got the transfer case. What else do I need to do on this? I got to put the valve body back together, and we changed the pump gasket. We took the pump out, inspected the pump. The pump looks mint. We put it together with a bunch of baskets and stuff from a couple other parts trains that I had, and I'm trying to think of what else is still needed to go before this trans can get actually put back together. The pump is new, the O-ring's new, the gasket's new, all the stuff on the end is done. I'm doing a little bit of research to see about running these two. I'm going to guess these are Hall effect sensors. One reads off of this is the end clutch, that's the fourth gear, the last piece. You got 25 teeth on this, and it's splined directly to the input shaft. So this should be able to read input shaft RPM. And if you compare input shaft RPM to crank RPM, you get converter slip. And then the other one of these is on, it's over here. Move down. It's a little bit farther in, and it reads off of it's reading the gear teeth off of the main output gear. So this would give you like the trans output RPM into the final drive. So that would be able to, if you had a data log of that and you had a data log of input RPM, you'd be able to see a step of gear ratio of the 3 gears going down the track. But you could see if the converter was slipping, you'd see that number start to, if you divide the two by each other, you'd start to see that pull away. You can identify that the trans is slipping, which in my case, my third gear's been slipping. So I'm going to try and get those two sensors to work to data log on this year, and be able to get a handle on whether the trans is slipping in third or not. And if it is still slipping in third, then figure out what the hell's going on. Why? You know, is the valve body's not set right? Is the pressure not set right? Who knows? I mean, the last time we built this trans, it was a little quick slap it together at the shootout. Like the year before, we like literally, Nelson and Chris Ganev built a trans for me like on the trailer, and you know, we don't think we lined up. Where is it? On the planetary set, there's these two O-ring spots that have to line up with the ports in the case when this goes back together. And I guess if that's not done right and those ports aren't lined up, you don't have reverse, which is what happened the year before. Then we put the trans together. It ran, redid it again in my shop after we came home from the shootout. Took it to the dyno. The car made like 5 or 6 passes on the dyno, and it made 7 passes at the like 140 mile an hour trap power level, and it wiped out that third gear again. So I am thinking maybe we didn't have, inside here there's these three ports where the shaft goes through. Maybe we didn't have those lined up, or you know, maybe we had a one tooth off or something like, or one spline off. I'm still at a kind of a loss for why this trans only held for 7 runs, but you know, I don't have perfect data from last year, so hopefully this year get this RPM data going and I can see whether it's slipping, whether it's not slipping. So plan for this week is to collect the last couple parts, maybe get this trans completely buttoned up now. Now that I got the transfer case, I can put the drive line back in, and I got a motor over in the other corner that I need a couple dumb things. I need to tap the intake manifold for the number 4 port for the EGR so it can read the exhaust back pressure. Nelson's got my intake cam, needs to be tapped so I can run a 2GB cam angle sensor on the thermostat housing side of the head. And what else do I need to put the motor in? I'm waiting for the turbo from FP, and I'm waiting on getting the motor in. We got to redo the upper intercooler pipe because I'm going to run a Magnus cast intake manifold this year, and it's just going to change the pipe layout. So that's where I'm at. Goals March 1st. Try to get this thing running March 1st. Take it easy, guys.